Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here because we definitely have some business that we need to mind that is of course not our own. So before I go any further in this video, I of course have to ask if you have the feature, if you could please go ahead and hit the hype button, I would greatly appreciate it. And while you are there, if you could hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up. And now let's get back to the video. The first person that I want to talk about is JoJo Siwa because I came across this video over on TikTok earlier. Apparently she is receiving a lot of backlash. She had a show and it was a packed crowd. I don't really understand the people. Like, I get the younger generation that was like obsessed with JoJo Siwa when it was like the Dance Moms thing and like the bows and the ribbons and all that kind of stuff. But like the older JoJo Siwa with the music, maybe I'm just a hater. You guys know, people love to tell me in the comment section. But the music just like wasn't there for me, okay? The Karma song that she ripped off from that other lady and she was getting dragged for that. Then she came out with that rendition of Betty Davis Eyes, which is actually what we're going to be talking about in this video because apparently she does not appreciate when people bring that up to her to the point where she will actually kick you out of her show. The reason that she's receiving so much backlash is because she was doing her concert. Somebody, I guess, threw a hoodie up onto the stage and there was an image on it that was just like stapled or kind of like pinned to it. Well, she did not appreciate it. I'm going to show you the video clip and then I'm going to show you what was actually on it. And you guys are going to have to let me know down in the comment section. Do you think that this warranted somebody getting thrown out of a concert and her putting them on blast and saying, "Not in my house"?
Want to see what happens when you do stuff like this?
Okay, so at first when I saw the image when she was holding it like this, I was like, what the hell is that? Like, why would she be so upset about this? It looked to me like it was either like a picture of a tomato that was printed out or drawn on, or maybe like an orange. I couldn't really figure it out, and y'all know my eyes aren't that good, so.
You're ready? Can you get him out of here?
Yeah.
Making fun of me? No way! No way, man! Thank you for coming, I appreciate it, but we only got room for infinity hearts in here, right? No, not in my house, baby.
So I went to the comment section underneath that video and a lot of people were just as confused as I was at what the hell was on this hoodie. A lot of people also thought that it was like some picture of an orange. So the picture on the hoodie is JoJo Siwa's face on an egg and then it has her really high pony pulled very tight with a bow. And it says, she's got Betty Davis eyes, and then it says, "I'm a bad girl." Girl. Do you think that the person that did this might be like an Amberlynn Reed fan? So my question is, just based off that video clip and now the actual image of what was on the hoodie, do you think that JoJo Siwa was overreacting when she had that person kicked out of the concert, or do you think that she was in the right? Before we get into the next topic, I was just sitting here and I have all of our fragrances like sitting in front of me off to the side right here. And I know like the new thing for people to do is like layer their fragrances, and I haven't really ever like gotten into that until I guess like just this moment right now. For some reason, I decided to put these two on, and let me tell you, this is giving me like everything that I need at this moment. I just wanted to let you guys know that it has nothing to do with my video, but just want to let you know. So the next person that I want to talk about is Daus Mendoza. He is a very large beauty influencer over on TikTok, and let me tell you, he is one of the most entitled beauty influencers of the moment. Every single time I come across a clip of Daus Mendoza, he's always in some kind of drama, just trying to make people think that he's better than them and just looking down on them. That's just the impression that I get. Actually, you know what? The last thing that I heard about Daus Mendoza is that he was upset with someone, I believe from Love Island, because they asked him if he was James Charles, which honestly, I am not even going to be mad at him for because, girl, I would be a little pissed as well. But I mean, honestly, there are so many of these male beauty influencers that have either come up or have tried to come up or they're coming up right now that all seem to want to have the same haircut as James Charles, but also have the same mannerisms as him. And that to me, girl, get better idols. So Daus is getting dragged right now because he came out with a new clothing line. And let's be honest, this is an influencer coming out with a merch line. This is not a clothing line. They are not sourcing the best materials out there. They will tell you that, but once you wash it, it's going to literally be the same crap that you just got off of Shein. So Daus is really hyping up this merch line, and he was bringing people behind the scenes, like really trying to give that infomercial type of feel, you know, kind of like the Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star thing. People were commenting on those videos that they really did enjoy that process, that they got to feel like they were actually sitting in on the meeting. But honestly, when it came down to it and the items were actually released, which were some sweatpants, a hoodie, and some t-shirts, people were not happy with the prices because honestly, you would have thought that you were shopping at Lululemon. So on the screen right here is Daus showing off the collection, and I just want to tell you guys the prices before I play any of the other clips because Daus actually went off on everyone and responded to the backlash in the most horrible way that a brand owner could. As you can see from the video right here, the clothing just says mean girl energy, which is already like, who is going to want to be walking around in the year 2025 with mean girl energy plastered all over their body? Well, the hoodies at launch were $150. They have now been reduced to $75. The jackets were originally $500+. They are now $250. How lovely of him. So Daus was not happy with the fact that his audience was critiquing the prices of this clothing line and literally dragging him like, who do you think you are? Why do you feel so entitled to these prices? Especially with it being a first drop. And honestly, in my own opinion, something that I've noticed about Daus over on TikTok is whenever he gets into it with someone and he wants to pop back at them now, he loves to brag about the fact that he just bought a home, which is great, girl, get your bag, get your life. But in my opinion, the reason that he feels so entitled to have these prices for this merch line, because that's all it is. It's a merch line from an influencer. It's not some luxury clothing brand line. Let's not forget the luxury pajamas that Jaclyn Hill said that she was coming out with. But in my own personal opinion, I think that Daus priced his clothing line this astronomical way because, girl, he's hoping to pay a little bit more on that house and get those payments done. So in this video clip, Daus completely went off on his audience and basically told them that you guys are just upset because you're poor, you're used to shopping over on Shein, and you don't really know fashion. It is so crazy to me that the shit that he was showing on camera that he was trying to charge these astronomical prices for, he thinks is like the next best thing since sliced bread. It is literally not. You're gonna wash that shit 1 or 2 times and it's gonna be pilling and it is going to be shrinking up in that dryer, and whatever that little decal is on top of it is going to be splitting, trust and believe. Just the fact that he had the audacity, gall, and motherfucking gumption to come online and fix his mouth, to bitch at his audience, the ones that are gonna be putting the money into his pocket by buying whatever these fucking products are. The way he speaks is definitely giving Jaclyn Hill when she came out with Jaclyn Roxanne and she was like, your support is gonna mean everything, not even knowing if people were gonna buy that crap.
Seeing a lot of comments after I dropped my clothing brand, like, Shein has really fucked with a lot of you bitches' brains. Like, it's crazy. Like, you guys don't even know the price of good quality clothes anymore because all you know is fucking Shein. Your whole closet is fucking...
Just so everyone knows, one of the ways that he gained a lot of followers on his social media platforms is he was doing Shein hauls. He was doing those hauls for everyone. So now it's like, I got a little bit of money and I think that I just know what quality is, everyone.
Shein. It's actually insane. And your whole closet is fucking fast fashion. You bitches don't even know real fashion. Yeah, go on this one. Everybody's saying like, oh, the sweats are overpriced or oh, the sweater's overpriced. That's because it isn't fast fashion. It is made to order. Everything is made like with love, basically. The same way my fajas were made, it's the same way this is made. Like,
that's also why so many people are upset with this launch from him, because he came out with some waist trainers that people actually swear are really good. So it's like, okay, the quality was going to be there. And then they looked at this design from him and they're like, it's given some kind of cash grab.
I didn't fucking order a batch of clothes from China and put my fucking logo on it and then I'm throwing it out. No, it's here, made in the US, and it's made with like good fucking quality, real material shit. The sweats don't shrink whenever you throw them in the washer. The puff print on the baby tee and the sweater do not scratch off or fall off whenever you throw them in the washer. Like, everything is good quality. Like, we made sure of that. But you bitches wouldn't know that because all you know is Shein. Like, clothes that you can only wear 3 or 4 times before you wash them so much that they fall apart. That's all you know. Honestly, like, don't buy my clothes if you don't want to. That's fine. Like, it's not for you.
And they didn't.
Like, go back to Shein. Genuinely, go back to Shein. It's not for you. My clothes is gonna be lasting clothes for people that buy clothes that last, for people that wear their fucking clothes. Like, you're gonna wear your shit because it lasts for that long. Like I said, you bitches can't even wear your Shein outfits more than twice before that shit falls apart. And for those of you being like, oh, it's giving merch, it's giving merch. Okay, it's giving merch. I genuinely don't give a fuck. The first drop, if you really fucking paid attention, open up your fucking eyes and listen to the shit that I say, I literally said that I wanted the first drop to be versatile for everybody. Sweats work on everybody. Why is the first drop gonna be latex? Why? Not every bitch wants to wear latex. Some bitch.
And not every bitch, Daus, wants to wear. I'm all for the whole sweat type of situation. Not with those fucking prices though. But who is like, I want to wear mean girl energy plastered all across my chest and maybe down my arms and also on the sweats, the legs, so the whole entire body is just a giant billboard. No one. Girl, this is not the days. Maybe back in the day when Ed Hardy was a thing, like things like that, but girl, it's kind of giving rip-off Nikita Dragon when she came out with her merch.
They don't want to wear latex. They don't want to wear the tightest clothes in the world. And I'm a bitch that's like I want to make something that works for everybody. And this first drop, I wanted it to work for everybody. So I wanted sweats and a sweater. I don't even want to make any more sweats and sweaters no more for my brand. Like, I'm so over it. I want to do sexy shit now. Like, I'm in like my sexy era. Like, I want to just do really cunt clothes now. Like, I'm so over sweats and sweaters because I've been wearing these sweats and sweaters for so long now. Like, I'm tired of it. So the next few drops are not going to be that. But like, just please.
So he just released the sweats launch and he's telling you that he's already over his own products and he doesn't want to be wearing them anymore. That is some great fucking marketing right there for a $250 jacket and whatever the stupid ass price is.
Listen, open up your fucking eyes before you comment. Like, you bitches are so dumb. It pisses me off sometimes, genuinely. But anyways, go shop dausmendoza.store.
Just hearing Daus speak to his audience that way and tell them they're dumb just because they don't want to pay astronomical prices for his merch line that he came out with. Just the fact that he thought that it would be like a cute idea to upload that video to TikTok, like, everyone's gonna get behind me. They're gonna love this. I'm like, yes, Daus, I'm gonna go buy this because you just put your audience in their place. The audience was actually like, girl, we're still not buying this shit. You can come online, you can call us poor, you can call us broke, you can say we don't know fashion at all. We're gonna continue not to know none of that without your shit in our closet. So much that Daus has now had to put his pride to the side several times over because there were a few other videos that like went along with this, but Daus has now had to backtrack and he has now had to lower the prices as I told you earlier in this video. But trust and believe, it did not come without any kind of manipulation, any kind of gaslighting, any kind of just trying to make the audience feel bad. And it is the classic manipulation tactic from beauty influencers that we see all the time. Was it Jacqueline? Who did we just see this from? We just saw this from a beauty influencer, or maybe, nope, it wasn't a beauty influencer. Maybe somebody will know who I'm talking about. I'm just gonna describe the situation. If you know who I'm talking about, let me know down in the comment section because I honestly cannot think of her name right now. There was an influencer over on TikTok, her and her maybe sister-in-law, someone in the family, another influencer. They came out with a luxury pajama line, kind of like Jacqueline Hill tried to do. And they had ridiculous prices for that pajama line. And the audience was like, we're not gonna pay that. Like, why are you thinking that we're gonna pay you $200 for some freaking pajamas? You're an influencer. This isn't like a brand that's in Nordstrom or something like that. You're literally an influencer. No, we're not fucking paying for that. To where they had to reduce the prices and then tried to turn around and tell everyone that they had to reduce the prices so much because they just want the audience to be happy and they're wrong in this situation. Oh my God, they're so sorry. So they have reduced the prices so much that now they, as well as their vendors, are not going to be making any money. Because at the end of the day, this is just a project of love and it's meant for the fans just to know how much you care about them. Girl, what a crock of fucking shit.
Let's talk. I want to take a minute to talk about all the feedback that I have gotten about my clothing line, the prices, everything, talk about it, and talk about the price drop that I just did. First off, thank you all for clocking me, being honest, and letting me know exactly how you feel
They didn't just
about
clock you, they dragged the fuck
prices
out of you.
and everything. As for the pricing, I hear you guys, and I am listening, and I did something about it. So we decided to lower the prices across the entire collection to make it way more accessible. These are the new prices. Mean Girl hoodie is $75, Mean sweatpants are $50, Baby tee is $30, baseball hat is $30. I know, this is what it should have been from.
Honestly, I think if this would have been the pricing from the jump, I don't think that anybody would have an issue with it. Of course, there'd be some people out there that would still be saying that's a little bit too expensive, but that to me seems like more of a reasonable price. Now, he did say that he is going to be coming out with different things later on, like latex, so it's not going to be things that look like merch. At least I would hope that people wouldn't be wearing latex that had Mean Girl energy plastered all over it.
To start, listen, before you guys fucking come at me and be like, Daus, why the fuck didn't you do this from the start? I tried.
Why?
Okay, I'm not kidding. I tried.
No, you didn't. No, you did not. That is such a crock of fucking shit, bitch. I 100% do not believe that Daus Mendoza was fighting for the cheapest price and that is what they came up with. Because if it was this simple for them to go and they were going to reverse the price and now some things are $75, some things are $50, instead of 500 plus, 250, whatever the hell it was, you could have done it from the beginning. God. And people eat this shit up and they believe it.
If you have already placed your order, do not worry. You will be refunded the difference. You probably already got it refunded because
As they should be, but I bet he didn't fight for that one.
I know they did it last night, so yeah. And for you chismosas that are curious, George, and you're wondering how the fuck were you able to lower this down? Why didn't you do it from the start? Well, just know, like, we lowered it down to this price. Now, neither of me or my partners are making profit for this collection. And I truly do not care. I just simply want you guys to have my designs in your hands. I want you guys to feel the quality, the textures of everything.
Oh my God.
So then later on you decide whether it's good enough quality for you to purchase in the future. Here is something else I want to show you guys because I am seeing a lot of comments and it is just annoying at this point. People not listening, not paying attention, not wanting to pay attention, just wanting to comment the worst comment ever just to hate. Almost everything, if not everything, is nearly 100% made out of cotton, okay?
Move your head, bitch. Okay, so the hoodie says that it's almost 85% cotton and then 15% polyester. So a little bit better than some people were thinking.
Almost everything, if not everything,
Sweatpants are the same thing.
is nearly 100% made out of cotton, okay? The sweater is 84.95% cotton, 15.05% polyester. That 460 grams is how much it weighs. If you are gonna hate on anything, make sure you do your research about this. A 460 gram sweater is good ass weight. It is a heavy sweater. It is comfortable. Please do your research on this before you come and hate about the quality. All I really wanted from this first drop is for you guys to get your hands on my collection so you could feel the quality and just...
I'm just gonna let you guys know, I have some hoodies that are that exact same weight that he is bragging about in this. I did not pay the ridiculous prices that he, of course, was wanting for those. So it is possible to get something weighted like that without having to break the bank, you know?
Feel how good it feels. Like, it feels good, okay? It is not cheap quality, and it's really good, and the sweats are really comfortable. It sucks that I wasn't able to price at the price I wanted to price it at since the very beginning, and I had to go through all this.
He's so full of shit.
Just to then be able to get the price that I originally wanted.
He is so fucking full of shit. And do you honestly believe that if everyone would have been happy with these prices, if they would have just been like, Daus, oh my God, we love this queen. Give us the next launch. Let's get some sweats in some different colors. Do you think that he would have gone back to the drawing board and at a later date, the prices would have just magically came down? Girl, no, they honestly probably would have gone up. What honestly would have been better for him in this situation is just blame it on the tariffs, girl. Blame it on the tariffs. When in doubt, tariff.
But shit happens. We're here now. For those of you that did already purchase with the original price, just know I love you so much. Thank you so much for the support. And even if you weren't able to purchase, but you wanted to, but you couldn't because of the price, thank you. Honestly, your guys' support means the world to me. Genuinely, I would not be here without you. I know we all see the hate comments. I know they're saying a whole lot of shit. I don't care. I know who I am as a person. I know where I come from. I know why I do what I do, why I'm working as hard as I work. Literally just for my mom. Of course, I want to come out with clothing pieces that...
Manipulation. Like, the only reason that I come online and I post these videos for you guys is just for my mom. It has nothing to do with the multi-million-dollar home that I just purchased. It has nothing to do with wanting to be famous. It has nothing to do with anything like that. It's just for my mom, you guys. So please go out and buy my merch line that is now reduced to the original prices that they should have been. But I'm telling you that they could have been in the beginning, but I decided to double, triple, and maybe quadruple that price. Sorry, guys.
Are going to be affordable and accessible for everybody, but I also want to come out with shit that is going to be luxury. Like, fuck, let a bitch live. This collection was not going to be luxury from the start, okay? Like, this set, I know it's tacky.
Which doesn't make any You know what, as he just goes on and on with talking about this, was this collection like even like a real thing? Like, obviously it was, and people are going to start receiving their merch if they purchased it already, or if they choose to do it now, but were these prices set so high just to get people talking about it in this way? Because what do you mean that now you're saying that it's like tacky and that...
I know, that was literally the whole point of it. The whole point of it was really supposed to be a clapback to hating ass bitches.
With all that said, for me, I don't believe what he just said at all. I think he's coming up with a story to try to make it seem like it wasn't as serious as what it was. And it was like, oh, ha ha, hee hee, let me just put the blame over here real quick. Guys, it was just a joke. So what I'm getting is that what the joke was is at the audience's expense, literally, because some of them were stupid enough to pay $150 plus $500 plus for a fucking jacket to, ha ha, we showed the haters. What did you show them? That you just put a ton of money in this pocket? Girl.
Like, literally, go look at the launch video. Go listen to the voices in the beginning of the video. It's literally a clapback. That's all it is. It's just me being petty as fuck and being like, bitch, you think I'm mean? Okay, put it on a shirt, sell it. I listened. I heard. I'm gonna do better. I promise y'all.
What's even more insane is that if he took that design, the mean girl energy, slapped it on just some regular ass t-shirt and a hoodie for t-shirt $20-something, hoodie for max 40, I mean, more people would be able to enjoy it. But at the end of the day, that's honestly not even what it's about.
More affordable items, trust me. But it's okay, it doesn't matter. I love you guys. Hope you enjoy the new prices. And yeah, shop dausdynamic.store and please stop spreading so much hate. I get it, I can come off as a bitch, I can come off as mean, I can come off as stuck up and what's the opposite of, oh, unhumble. that's fine. That just means I'm not for you. Block me, unfollow me, move on. Seriously. I'm really grateful to have these partners I'm working with to be able to do these sacrifices.
How is your fucking slogan gonna be mean girl energy and then you don't want people to reciprocate? Or have mean girl energy back? Or just have concerns about their money that you want them to spend on you?
This is for me and with me. And I'm also really grateful for you guys to be pushing me to do better. Thank you guys. I love you so much. I'm gonna go enjoy my trip now. Peace, sucker.
So moving on from that, let's talk about Tana Mongeau real quick, because there are a few different things that I have been tagged in over on TikTok. There are some people saying that they think that Tana Mongeau is going to be officially done with Brooke Schofield now that the canceled podcast is over. I'm not exactly sure where they are getting that and why they think that they would no longer be friends, because from my understanding, Brooke Schofield used a bunch of her canceled podcast money and actually purchased the home that's next to Tana's in like the hills somewhere, wherever the hell she lives. To be honest with you guys though, I was definitely one of those people that was thinking that after this podcast was done and the contract was completely over, that Tana was going to have nothing to do with Brooke Schofield, which honestly time will tell with that, because I mean, stranger things have happened. Tana has fallen out with many people in her career on social media, but that is not the only reason that Tana is getting dragged over on TikTok right now, because the other day, I swear somebody in my comment section, this is your fault, they were asking me if I was going to talk about the Nicki and Cardi B drama that's going on over on Twitter, how they're dragging each other, and it auto-corrected Cardi B to Cardigan. So I thought that they were talking about Nicki Tutorials and Cole Kerrigan, which of course people call him Cole Cardigan. They weren't, but literally here we are the next day, and Cole Kerrigan has now popped up over on TikTok, and he has uploaded a very lengthy story time dragging expose on Lila Gibney, who used to be one of Tana Mongeau's good friends. And I have heard through the grapevine that allegedly Lila likes to go around LA and still use Tana's name for things to really like boost her up in the social setting, I guess. I mean, let's be honest, and I'm not going to mince words when I say this. Every single time that we hear of Lila Gibney, it's literally some influencer coming online to tell us a story about how Lila Gibney was either coked or cracked out at some party acting weird. And this situation is honestly no different. You're probably sitting there wondering like, well, how does Tana get brought into this? Yes, Lila was just friends with her, but apparently Cole Kerrigan is going to spill a little bit of details, because as I said, Lila likes to go around and tell people that she's like besties with Tana Mongeau, but apparently according to Cole Kerrigan, that is simply not the truth. And apparently Lila was just kind of kept around in the group as kind of like the class clown, which honestly I do not think anyone is surprised about. So the last time that we saw Cole Kerrigan, and I'm not trying to be shitty when I say this, he was literally hitting rock bottom over on TikTok to the point where he had to leave and go into rehab. He apparently, from my understanding, since has gotten his life together and is actually doing well over on TikTok, like getting the views once again. Y'all are gonna have to let me know down in the comment section. I don't really see his content anymore, so is he over there scamming? Like, what's going on? But let's see what Cole Cardigan has to say.
Honestly, traumatizing story time on how I went to LA last weekend for a concert and stayed with the most psychotic, robotic, out of touch of reality, wannabe celebrity, micro-influencer Lila Gibney. To give a little context before I explain this story, I used to live in LA 5 years ago, and this person was like my yin and yang. And then I moved out of LA, got in a really abusive relationship, and unfortunately became addicted to hardcore rugs. I'm now almost 15 months into my recovery and sobriety journey, but I have not flown anywhere, traveled anywhere in 5 years. Anyways, I go to a Tate McRae concert while she was in Dallas like 2 weeks ago, and it absolutely blew my mind. Like, I had to go see another show, and I knew she was going to be at the Kia Forum for 2 nights that following weekend. So Lila had hit me up and was like, oh my gosh, you can stay with me. Like, we should go together. It'll be so much fun. I booked my flight to leave that Wednesday. Then the day before, I found out that my grandpa had like less than a week to live from the doctor saying, and was about to go into hospice. So I obviously was like, I can't go. I canceled my flight. Never lost someone so close to me, and was debating back and forth if I should still go, because I had bought in the ticket already. They all told me your grandfather would want you to go. He would want you to have fun. He's still going to be here when you get back. Go do this for him. Live in the moment. And I kind of took this as like my last bit of fun before like this wall of grief was going to hit me when I got home. Lila knew all of this. She knew my anxiety about flying for the first time in 5 years. She knew my anxiety about leaving my family and my grandpa while he's literally going into hospice. She knew I had anxiety about just wanting to like have fun and be in a safe space. Now, this is not my business to tell, but it plays a huge part in the story time.
It is not his business to tell, but he's going to make sure that just for this video, he lets you know exactly what is going on. I mean, I appreciate it.
We'll leave as many details out as possible, but she basically, before I flew out, opened up to me about struggling with some issues that I had before. So I kind of knew what I was walking into, that I had to be tough.
Off the bat, with that, and everybody's sobriety journey is of course different. He already said in this video that he had not traveled in like what, 5 years, and he had gone through these very difficult situations and had to find his own sobriety in his life. I think that Lila Gibney is probably the last person that you should probably be around. It probably is. The butt of every single joke that Lila does is some kind of like coke thing. If somebody is opening up to you on the phone, this is just my own personal opinion, you guys can tell me down below if I'm wrong or not. If somebody is opening up to you that they're currently going through their own substance abuse issues, but they are not in treatment for it or anything, probably, my opinion, not the best to go and stay with them, and definitely not the best to go out and party with them. It's giving that they're not really taking their sobriety seriously, you know, that's what I'm trying to say.
You know that I'm back in LA. I might be surrounded by some things, but I know that I'm strong and I'm good to go. So I had some anxiety about it, but I like let her know that she has my support. I'm here for her, was helping her look up facilities. Right when I got there, she just dragged me along with her. She's like, we're gonna go get a facial, then a spray tan after, then this, that, and the third. And I was like down for the ride, you know, just chilling. And we got a facial. She was like, do some promo for them. I did 3 Insta stories like she did as well. I thanked her after for the cool massage that she brought me along for. Afterwards, we got a spray tan that I paid the spray tan lady. She did not. This information comes in handy later on in the story. And so we're getting ready, and when we're almost done
how the hell is someone going to invite you to go for a spray tan? Obviously, they already had those plans, and you're going to pay for their spray tan?
she starts ripping her apartment apart, and she's like, I can't find my rugs, to the point where she literally looks at me and accuses me of taking it. She's like, you know what, it was in my hand, it doesn't just disappear, I know you took it, I know you have it, I know you took it, where is it, give it to me.
Well, girl, if it was in your hand, not Cole, but Lila, if it was in your hand, it might have gone up your nose, girl. Like, that might be crazy thought. Maybe it disappeared because it went.
Literally zero consideration how triggering it might be hearing somebody say, you stole my shit, where is it, where is it, where is it? And I physically could not hear that anymore, to the fact that I was trying to ease her anxiety, and I was like, fuck it, like, look through my stuff, like, I'll help you look for it. She had somebody recovering in sobriety looking for her shit for her, so she would stop blaming me. Like, that is so insane. Then she, I guess, finally accepts that it's lost or gone, but is convinced that I still have it. So we're an hour late to dinner. So as we're pulling up to dinner, she has this photographer come take fake paparazzi photos for her for free. And then when we are going in, I'm like, oh, I'll pop in 1 or 2 with you just for the memories, since I flew across the country to see you for the first time in 5 years. And she was like, no, he's gonna charge you. It'll be like $250 for that. So I was like, it's okay, girl. I'll just.
The fact that these influencers pay for their own paparazzi to follow them around California. You guys remember James Charles during COVID when he was at the ice cream truck with the mask on, just completely covered up, just with the mask on, but somehow they saw that fuck-ass bird nest on top of James Charles' head and they said, there he is, we're gonna get this story.
Go get our table, make sure we still have a table, and you go do your thing and I'll get the drinks. I was at the table by myself for almost an hour. She finally comes up and she just is pissed. She's like, I don't like your attitude this whole day. You've been so weird. You're so ungrateful. I got you.
This is like very random, but this color story that he has going on right now, from the hat to the sweater to just the makeup combination, it's very much so giving wheat. Like a wheat field, that kind of thing.
A facial, a spray tan, all this shit for free, and you're so unappreciative. You are bitching and complaining just because I need to take my Fashion Nova photos. Honestly, Cole, like, when we get back home, you can get the out. You can pack your shit and get the fuck out. She pretty much left me at the table the whole time. She would go to the bathroom for 30 minutes, and then I'd see on her story she's posting TikToks. Meanwhile, she literally peed in the catch booth like 3 or 4 times, and at the concert in her seats, and in multiple Ubers. Oh, and when we were...
Not him saying that Lila Gibney is like a serial pisser. Just pissing wherever.
Getting ready for dinner, I only brought 2 pairs of shoes, so I was like, can I borrow a pair of shoes? She was like, go look in my closet. Tell me why I go in the closet and I find not 1, but 2 pairs of my, what I thought was lost, Dior Converse shoes. And if you know me, you know I used to have like 15 pairs of those, and my Fendi sunglasses. And she had the audacity to ask me how much I would pay her for the glasses. And when I said no, she was like, well, will you just call all the Uber Black XLs while you're here then? Like, what? Oh, and when we were at the table, while she was continuously cussing me out, she kept saying how ungrateful I am for all the free shit that she got me today and that I should be so thankful to be around her and with her. And of course, she got so fucked up from dinner that we didn't even get to eat. She had to get literally like dragged into the Uber, fully unconscious, back to the house. And I guess I'm not kicked out at this point because she fully passed out on the couch. So I just went ahead and went to sleep. And honestly, the Tate McRae concert was the only thing like stopping me from literally just getting the fuck out of there right in that moment. Next day, the night of the concert, after treating me like absolute shit the whole night before, completely rubs it off. He goes and picks up her friend slash hairstylist and makes her discharge her from the hospital because her implants were rejecting and is in so much pain, just to come do her hair for the concert for free for a little
I feel like this just took a turn. Like, what do you mean the hairstylist was in the hospital because her implants were rejecting and she's in a lot of pain, but she is having to come do Lila's wig? Girl, if you don't get a shake and go.
Tag, as if that's gonna get her any business. On top of that, while we're getting ready, has the audacity to ask me to help film her transition videos for her little TikTok Tate McRae sounds because she knows I'm good at doing those. And I was still nice enough and did it for her. And then while we're still getting ready, she finishes a little bit before me and she's like, oh, I have another photographer that's gonna take some pictures of me, so I'm gonna go, okay? I didn't even ask, but no regard for me traveling across the country and maybe wanting a couple cute pictures or not, but I didn't even care. I was like, girl, go do your fucking thing. Like, I finished getting ready. I called the Uber to Tao to get drinks before the show. And of course, I was a walking barcode to her. So she starts blowing my phone up when I'm at Tao so we can meet up to get into the concert. Not to mention, she literally pees in her concert seat at the Tate McRae show. And she would constantly, the whole time I was there, talking about like how connected she was to like every famous person in LA. Like, I would be like, oh, did you hear Cardi B's new song? And she'd be like, yeah, I was just with her like last month in an Uber. And like, I was just with Justin Bieber last week. I was
In
just
the
with
Uber.
Meanwhile, we got denied at 4 after parties after the concert that she was like convinced like we were getting like right in there, Tate McRae after party. And like all the bouncers and security people at the door would be like, Lila who? Like, you're not on this list. At like 5 a.m., I was starving and needed like a double cheeseburger, triple platinum. And so I called an Uber and dipped out that bitch and just went to her apartment while she stayed up all fucking night. Then at like 8 a.m., she storms in with her friend and they ended up going to like this 5-star luxury spa hotel. So without even asking if I wanted to go. So I was like, yep, that's my time. It's time to book my flight and get the out of here. And I did exactly that. And now I'm traumatized. Always trust your instincts because my gut told me that this probably wasn't a good idea. And my gut was right. But sometimes after 5 years, when you've personally changed so much, you think other people have probably matured and grown as well.
So Cole was not done exposing Lila Gibney with just that video. He actually did a live stream where he was taking people's questions and just going into it further. And on those live streams, he was actually talking about how Tana does not like Lila, and she has spoken about it before, how they basically just kept Lila around because they laughed at her. I mean, I know for sure that I've definitely seen several videos of Tana distancing herself from Lila Gibney. I mean, basically that whole entire crew that hangs out with Tana Mongeau has something negative to say about Lila and how they do not want her around at all. And I feel like honestly, that's because majority of those people have grown in their lives because one, they've gotten older, but Lila still seems to be stuck in this like party phase and that's all she wants to do with her life. So Lila did actually respond to Cole Kerrigan over on TikTok, not with a video. I don't know if we're going to be getting one, but there was a story post and it says, PSA to my baddies. This is all I'll be saying of the topic of someone who is nothing more than trash looking for a view and to get 1 ounce of my attention because he doesn't have any friends slash family in his real life doing so. Red flag? No. Interesting choice of words there, considering Cole said that he told Lila that he was coming out there and his grandfather was literally on his deathbed. I'm sorry I do not spend a second of my peaceful day watching slash listening slash or responding to anyone who's completely narcissistic, a thief, or just beyond mentally unstable. There's a reason I've been in LA 7+ years. Because I have a thick skin, a fat rack, an incredible family, and supportive group of best friends ever. The best hairstylist, who apparently the implants were rejecting, but Lila was such an important customer that they had to go out of the hospital to help Lila with the wig. The best manager in the universe will forever be on my side. To my nasty haters, I want to say there's only 2 of them. Stay miserable and jealous, baby. It's super ugly. I wonder who the second hater is. So with all that said, everyone, I think that this video has gone on long enough. I hope that everyone enjoyed it. Please, if you have not done so and you have the feature, which I still do not, I know I bitch about it in every single video, but if you could please hype up this video, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. And if you have made it this far in the video, please leave me a train emoji down below, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.